both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And he takes this one back in. To the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Kelly, front left, Kelly. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He's coming. We got double up. Alert 3.
22 jet bomber. 26. Hey, Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Check 50. Check 3. Check 6.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go. Set. 90. Roll.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Nick Chubb.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They're going to look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Back north. Hey, Haywood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Push him back. 24 is the mic.
Hey, orbit.
I got you.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker. In there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo.
Check. 4 down. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
Check, watch the before, watch the before. Watch the run, go!
They'll drop to throw. And a dump off to White. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Alpha. Jim.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
24
to the 50.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Undercrush. Hey, high 7.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check. Hey, that QB's trash.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line.
24 is the mic.
General West. We want it.
Come to
Check 30.
Check. Lucky. 24.
Rodgers again now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 99. Safe.
Inside.
24.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Kill.
You draw Corker.
Over.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Rodgers. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 54. Hey, tight.
Second and 4. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second and 10 now from the 27. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
We play to win. Let's go. Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Moore on the return. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Second and 13. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Drop deep, drop deep.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Easy. Get out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
319. Jump out.
Cut his left. Hey.
Small.
4 down. 24 is the mic.
I got it.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
218, chop. Hey, flag.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, box drop.
24 is the mic. What we got? 24 is the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
24 is the mic.
Run.
Man, I got you. 24 is the mic.
50.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Plant.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here for Callaway. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another run by Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, exit.
Towards the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his target, Beckham.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll drop to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 88. Go.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. He's got White here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
35 to Mike. You.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get him down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
56. Watch the curl.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now on with you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no